Coming up, we'll take a closer look at how FHS handled ACT Aspire testing and hear about a wrestling student athlete who's learning to overcome obstacles.
We'll also talk to some seniors about their advice for younger FHS students. I'm Abby Brandon.
And I'm Emma Gardner. Welcome to the Bulldog Weekly.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Bulldog Weekly. Today is Thursday, April 15th. We've got a great show planned.
Let's start with the national news.
There's been a problem with one of the vaccines approved by the CDC for emergency use authorization. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine has shown to cause a very rare blood clotting issue, mainly affecting young women. There have only been 6 known reactions so far, but the CDC has decided to halt the use of that particular vaccine temporarily. As the rollout of more vaccines continues, the Pfizer and Moderna shots continue to be the best option to protect you against serious illness.
The FHS Theater Department will put on a spring show this year despite COVID setbacks. The play will be live streamed next Friday, April 23rd at 7 p.m. The show features 10 actors performing a series of funny monologues. You can visit the student announcements for more information about how to stream the performance.
2021 AP testing begins Monday, May 3rd. If you're registered for an AP test, please visit the website on your screen for test dates, instructions, and all updated information. Contact Mr. Kaminsky if you have any questions.
The FHS Eminence Winter Guard earned a superior rating and the bronze medal in their most recent competition, and Imperial Winter Guard received the highest score in class and their division. Imperial will represent Fayetteville and Arkansas as the only group from the state appearing in Winter Guard International Small Ensemble Finals.
Fayetteville High School administered the ACT Aspire exam to all 9th and 10th grade students last week, and many were skeptical about testing in the COVID environment.
FHS reporter Orion Rankin tells us more about the students' experience in testing in this strange year.
As the ACT Aspire approached, the Arkansas State Legislature permitted the standardized test to continue despite ongoing COVID-19 setbacks.
Has been a struggle to try to get kids who have been virtual to, to come into the building and to want to take that test, in person. And so I think that that's kind of been challenging for, for district or for our administration. And then, also, but I do think they've done a nice job. I mean, encouraging kids, getting information out to parents about the test, also providing a makeup option for the test. I think it's gonna be helpful to get, more kids there. They'll be able to test in smaller classrooms, and they'll be able to, spread out a little bit more and maybe test and feel a little bit more comfortable.
About 75% of all of our students, which means we still have time to do makeup, to schedule in students whose families would be willing to send them into a testing environment that's not that many students at one time.
The ACT Aspire was changed a lot for me because, especially in the math section, because for geometry, there were a lot of things I had forgotten because of AMI, since we didn't get a full end of the year thing. We didn't get a final test. So coming back and having to remember all of that stuff that I had kind of let slip through my mind was really hard. I feel like having to wear masks kind of made me more anxious, if that makes sense. And it changed my studying habits a lot, not having school like normally.
As the retests are ongoing, the turnout is positive for Fayetteville Public Schools. For FHS TV, I'm Orion Rankin. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Orion, and thank you to all those who helped make the ACT Aspire run smoothly.
There's a former FHS student who is currently in the top 12 on American Idol. Madison Watkins is an FHS alumni and 3-time state championship winning elite cheerleader. She sang the national anthem at many FHS basketball and football games throughout her junior high and high school career. To get her through the next round of voting on American Idol, you can visit the student announcements to see all voting options.
Do you have a wrinkly graduation gown? Drop it by Ms. Finn's room 1401 so the students of FCLA can steam it for you. They ask you to bring a $5 donation for FCLA, and they will then deliver it to your advisory teacher's room.
Graduation is right around the corner and will be held a little differently this year. There will be 3 ceremonies on May 13th depending on your last name. All ceremonies will be streamed on the FPS YouTube page.
The FHS TV department recently competed in a virtual state conference where they were given assignments to cover different stories around the school.
One of those topics given was to find an athlete who overcame adversity. FHS TV reporter Caitlin Shaw caught up with one wrestler who was a great example of that on and off the mat.
Here, they shoot in, crank me down. Right here, immediately I walk up tight, I go left hand around the gut, toe in the mat, drive across.
Here at FHS, students have been put to the test of finding ways to persevere through adversity. One FHS student tells us his motivation of how he wrestles away his struggles.
Going through body pain, of course, with my tumor that I had freshman year. I'm always having pain on the daily. Weather affects it, changes. I'm always hurting. Really, it's just, I'm not treated any different. I'm held to the same expectations or higher. It doesn't matter what's going on. It makes me feel normal when people don't feel normal, if that makes sense. Being an expecting father, it can be stressful, but also really rewarding. Really just about handling business, going out, going to visits, whatever, and not making excuses and coming back in and working. It's made me wrestle for a whole other reason. You know, 2 days after, you don't want to leave them right after they're born. You know, any kids. So had her put her down, kiss her goodbye, get her to sleep, kiss her, put her down, and say, Daddy's going to work real quick, be right back. Just dip and come back with a medal, same night. So.
Ian's perseverance is an inspiration to us all. Thanks, Ian, for sharing that emotional story with us. For FHS TV, I'm Caitlin Shaw.
Thanks, Caitlin. After the break, we'll hear from some FHS seniors with their parting advice for underclassmen.
We'll also catch up on sports and have a weather report from correspondent Taylor Barnes. We'll see you in 30.
FHS TV, this is Thomas Chambers.
From the Bulldog Weekly, I'm Sean Newman. Back to your desk.
Welcome back. Many sports are in action this week, including both soccer teams and softball and baseball. The girls' soccer team finished the halfway point of the season in a tie for first place in the conference. Visit the athletic website fhsbulldogs.com for more information on schedules and tickets.
The spring is a tough time for weather with many severe storms in the area.
Reporter Taylor Barnes has the Fayetteville weekend forecast in today's weather report.
Hey guys, welcome to your FHS TV weather report. I'm Taylor Barnes. As you can see behind me, this week has been rainy and much colder than normal. Don't expect any of that to change this weekend as low temperatures drop into the low 30s with frost warning set for Sunday night. Highs will be in the mid to upper 50s with rain expected on both Friday and Saturday. Temperatures will rise a little as we go into next week, so hopefully we will all be able to spend a little time outside. That's all for your weather report. I'm Taylor Barnes, back to the desk.
Many students at FHS are shy when they first get on campus, but we set out to provide them a roadmap.
Aiden Mills hit the halls to see what seniors' final piece of advice is for the younger FHS students.
Today, we interviewed some seniors and asked their advice for the freshmen.
Hi, I'm here with Caden today, and we're going to ask him his advice for freshmen.
Okay, so my number one piece of advice is never go poop in the school bathroom because people will follow you in there and they will bang on the door and they will harass you until like you leave, and yeah, they will make sure that you feel the wrath of God and you feel fear. Yeah, it's not fun. No.
My advice for freshmen would be don't walk on the left side of the hallway. Walk on the right side, and also during transitions, don't stop in the middle of the hallway. That's annoying.
The one advice I would give is don't mess up during your junior year, because that kind of messed me up, but I'm pulling through.
If I had to give some advice to a freshman, I would say join a sport because you meet a ton of new people and it's awesome.
I'm here with Luke today and we're asking his advice for freshmen.
I would say it's never too early to save up for college, so invest in crypto.
Wise words. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Aiden Mills and this is FHS TV.
Thanks, Aiden. That's all we've got for this edition of the Bulldog Weekly. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at FHS-TV-Fayetteville High for all new shows and live events.
And follow us on our Instagram at FHS Bulldog TV to stay up to date with all news around the school and in the community. I'm Emma Gardner.
And I'm Abby Brandon. We'll see you next time.
Just enabled ACT Aspire testing. That's right.